This morning you have presented your installation at iSaloni, at Salone Ufficio. Is a new way of perceiving and living the office.
Yeah, I did this presentation and I was surprised in the good way because I felt really that it's a very popular theme. Every people is interested by the evolution of the office. And do you think it's possible to do like this? Do you think the city will evaluate to transform workshops in office and so on? So I felt really that in the interview, but also in the discussions, that people really have a lot of questions about that, and in a certain way could dream about that. Perhaps they hope it could be an evolution of this condition of work.
And do you think you will use, or you are actually using, this new concept of office in your project?
In my project I try. Every time I can do something, I do. Of course, I don't want to repeat the same organization. It's difficult very often because you work on what we call in French bureau en blanc, office in white. White is because you don't know who will arrive in these offices. And generally it's a very normative system. But even in this case, you can change the things. For example, one tower I did close of Paris, I cut the building in 3 buildings, like you put a building one on the other one, with 3 vocabularies and 3 systems. And so some people are in one building and the other one, they have not at all the same office. And we have terraces between that. So it's one way to escape. But I think here you have a lot of situations, but scenario, but realistic. So when you enter, you can understand what is really to organize very well, I hope, very well, an office for Cosmit in an apartment in Milan. You can see very well what could be a designer in his home, in his pavilion, because he's a designer, he put all the pavilion in white and he works inside, he lives here, but he wanted a good image of his office apartment. For the workshop, we take really a very rude cube of corrugate, and inside we put the advertising office of Ducati, and you have something really, I think, unexpected for them. And after I show, I think, how also in traditional buildings of office, how to escape also. So if you have this game like kids with wooden cubes and you create your world, you can do that with storage. You can create around you what you want, and after when you arrive in this open space, it's like a city in the building. And on the other way, if you have a more traditional building, you can have sliding panels, so you can put out some panels in the frame, you can have accordion walls, and after you can change immediately the space like this, or you can organize an office with 2 modules and you keep in the middle. So you change only 5% of the thing and everything changes. So I research this kind of provocation, of demonstration. It could be, I think it could be efficient, and I hope efficient also for the mayor and for politicians to understand that it's so important now to create the evolution of the city and the metropolis in the way of the mixed city, and to give the authorization to create offices in apartment in offices, in the retail in both ways, and so on. If they do that, the mutation will arrive, and the city will be more alive, more optimistic. That is signification of that.
Is a new opportunity for living in another way, better living and better working.
Yeah, because I repeat that we spend more time at work than at home. So I consider that really we live really in the office more than at home. So we have to consider that it has to be easy also. We are not a number. We are not to stay in a thing completely narrow like this, and the other one exactly the same, and the other one the same. No, it's not reasonable.
Thank you very much.